Alright folks, well, welcome to the channel. My name is Rich, or welcome back. Just plopped the kayak in the St. Lucie here, and it's a nice morning but a little chilly. Supposed to get up into the 70s as the day goes on. And take note, this is the first day down here in Florida that I'm actually wearing pants and a sweatshirt, because it's only in the 50s right now. Last night was only into like the low 50s, and was the first night in the truck that I had to wear a blanket to keep warm. Down in the Keys, it was so hot and humid every night, I was more or less like stripping layers just to be comfortable camping out. But hopefully, as the day goes on, things heat up and we'll be stripping layers off, and our drag will be stripping from a big snook on the other end of the line. So let's get out in the kayak, let's see what we can find. Haven't been here in a year, so my guess is as good as yours of how well we're gonna do. But stay tuned, let's go make a day of it. Dang, you know, it's a shame. The FWC literally just showed up at the ramp and was like staring right at me, and I was hoping he was actually gonna get out and like check my license, but he just drove away. All right, so we're gonna start off today's fishing mission by heading to this island right there, and there's a nice little flat right to the left there that I'm intrigued to see if there'll be any fish up in the skinny water. Let's pop a Snapple. Am I the only one that really loves just to get the Snapples because of also the little random fact on the cap? The average cat can jump 5 times as high as its tail is long. Very interesting. Got some peach Snapple because that's all that Walgreens had. It's not bad. That might grow on me. All right, so we're gonna start pretty close to the island because there's a nice shadow line and it's an outgoing tide, so hopefully it'll push us out in that direction towards that catamaran sailboat. And we're starting with a 7-inch Z-Man jerk shad and a little TA clip. I have the TA clip not for really changing the lure out quick, but for just the action. I feel like it'll give it more swimming action. And we're gonna work this basically really close to the surface, almost like subsurface, or even sometimes on the surface, and hopefully get a fish to not really get a good look at the bait, but they're just gonna be looking up and think it's an injured, no, a juicy injured mullet or some type of bait fish, and they are just going to crush it. Could also use a loop knot or a Rapala knot if you do not have a TA clip, but sometimes the TA clip will hold the plastic up the hook shank once the plastic starts getting beaten up by a lot more fish. So hopefully we have that problem, and then we'll have to push the plastic basically all the way up a little bit onto the TA clip, and it'll hold it up there. So I'm reading 69-degree water temps, so a little chilly. I hope that doesn't mean that some of the fish pushed off into deeper water overnight because of the little cool down. And if that's the case, then we'll have to go hit some deeper water spots too if we don't get anything up on this flat. Something floating right there, and that's strange. It just, the bobber went down. It literally just got pulled down. There might be a fish on the end of that bobber, or it just snagged the bottom. Where'd it go? Unless it was that leaf. Maybe it was that leaf and then the leaf just got pushed down by the wind. I swore it looked like a bobber. Oh, we'll see if it pops back up. If it does, then it's a bobber with a fish on the other end of it. Yeah, the bobber's back there now. Oh, and it went down again. Dang, I kind of want to catch this bobber. Got it. Got it. I'm trying to help you, bud. No. Oh, it's a catfish. That's all right. All fish lives matter, right? Ooh. Circle hook got him right in the corner of the mouth. Oh, there we go. Maybe we'll be blessed by the fish gods now for helping that guy out. And we've got a nice new looking bobber. Looks like a brand new circle hook. We're good to go. Good thing I brought the cast net. Maybe we'll have to catch some mullet and do a little live lining. I was hoping it would have been like a snook or something, but not today. Oh, and we got a TA clip here. We've got the setup. Not really the way I thought we would get the skunk off our shoulders, but kind of an interesting way. You never know what's gonna happen out on the water here. And there's a bunch of excess line braid just hanging out. Wow, this is a lot of braid. I don't know what happened to this guy's line. Damn. Wow, this is a ton of braid. Imagine if you were driving along and you got it caught in your wheel. Oh my gosh, it's a rod. What the? Oh my God. What? Are you serious? What? That is crazy. It's a Penn Battle 4000. That is absolutely insane. I did not think we'd be starting today's day off like this. Now imagine you were going along and got all this line stuck in your wheel and the rod and the fish and everything. Like, you would have had a bad day on the water, I can tell you that. I bet you what happened is somebody was probably fishing up there on the bridge and the catfish probably hit and they weren't paying attention and probably just pulled the rod right off the bridge. So kind of cool. This reel is going to probably need some work to get it in fishing shape again, but cool little find. Had to do a little Insta story post because this is crazy. At Fishaholic fishing, by the way. Going up, down, up, down, up, down. All right, well, we're making moves. Nothing else on the flat besides the catfish. And then we also ended up hitting the mangrove shoreline along the island there, but nothing was biting for whatever reason. So, well, I did also catch a tree. But we're gonna head downriver and maybe come back to this flat in like an hour or so when it's at its like lowest level, and then maybe hit the beginning of the incoming. That's usually like the best time to hit this flat, when it's like a foot of water or less. But on this side of the river, down a little bit further, there's a lot of nice docks, and come to think of it, the sun has been hitting that shoreline basically all morning since coming up now, and the ends of those docks and those pilings could be warmed up from the sun hitting them. And I'm thinking, being that we had a cold night, maybe that will concentrate some of the fish there. So we'll go try it, and if it works and we get on a few, we'll stick to it. If not, we'll keep bouncing around until we find anything besides. This looks really good. Oh, perfect cast right down the pipe. How could there not be a fish in there? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, eat it. Dang, dude. Wow, seriously, nothing on this dock here with the Z-Man. It's hard to believe. So I think we're gonna clip this off now. The fish don't want it, and I ended up fishing like 5 or 6 docks with it and still no bites. So let's try the live target mullet swim bait. Whoa, just got swirled on. Did you see that? That was something nice. Whoa. Probably came out of that shadow line from this dock. Something wasn't right about it though. We didn't slurp it up. Little Z-Man swim bait. Looks perfectly like a little mullet. And maybe this little bite-sized morsel will be better for getting a fish in the boat today besides a catfish. Fish on. Oh, a little baby snook. Finally though. Real little pipsqueak. Probably his first meal ever. First fake meal. There he goes. Oh, just had a sheep's head follow this out. That's kind of funny. All right, well, we're struggling now. Just hit like 10 or 15 really juicy looking docks and no other bites on the little Z-Man swim bait. I really thought we were gonna figure something out there, but I did have a couple follows from some sheep's head that were hanging out on the piling. So I put on a little voodoo shrimp and we're gonna try this right now, see if we can at least get some sheep. And before deciding to do this, I also already had the cast net out. I was trying to get some mullet, thinking maybe some of the snook that are hanging on these docks, if they don't want artificials, they would definitely eat a live mullet pitched under there into the shadow line. But we can't get the mullet. They're, you know, splashing around sporadically. They're not really concentrated, so it's making it tough. But if we stumble upon a concentration of mullet, then I'll try and cast net some and live line some. But until then, let's see if we can get some sheeps. Oh. So fresh bait obviously would be the best, being like oysters, you know, mussels or crabs. All we got is the little voodoo, and being that the sheep's head chased the little Z-Man out from the dock, I'm thinking they'd be aggressive enough to eat the voodoo shrimp. Are you kidding me? That was a bite already. Got him. Fish on. Dang it. Got something. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a snook. Go figure. Maybe from now on when we go fishing, I should just say I'm after like ladyfish or sheep's head, and then we'll catch what we really want. Not a giant, but a little bit bigger than what we've caught today. Pretty. I love how defined this one's line is. Let's get him back. Maybe they just want a shrimp pattern, these snook. Another one. Oh yeah. Another baby. But hey, they're biting. That helps when you have the right bait on. This guy really choked it. Oh, just had a sheep's head come out and eat it. Dang, dude. All right, so unfortunately we fished like 10 other docks after that one dock where we had the follow from the sheep, and only one other bite, probably from a snook or a jack. Oh, that looked like a finger needlefish actually. But yeah, game plan is now, being that it's 1 o'clock and I kind of want to head off the water or be off the water by 3, we're going to, I guess, just work our way back to the launch, hitting probably maybe another 10 or 12 docks, then maybe hit that flat where we started the day, and then probably end it there. That looks real good in there. How could there not be a sheep right there? Got him. Oh, it's another snooky. Not a bad one. Total surprise. Probably the biggest one of the day. Get in here. Boom. We got him. All right, not bad. He choked the little voodoo. Beautiful. See you later, bud. You're free. Sweet. Fish on. What do we got? What do we got? Gosh, it's pulling hard. Finally a sheep. Okay. We didn't get him in the mouth, but we got him. He tried to eat it with his stomach. I don't know how something like that happens. Maybe he just saw it moving and he flashed on it and then turned. And when he turned, we pulled it forward and we got him. All right, we got him in the mouth. Finally. We came to this dock here that has, you know, some concrete structure around the pilings, and I figured that maybe would be the ticket, and it paid off. Oh, another snook. Whew. The fish are really stacked on this dock with the concrete pilings underneath it. Pretty sweet. Whoa, that's a wild one. Take it easy, buddy. I'm gonna throw you back. I'm gonna throw you back. I'm gonna throw you back. Go get big. All right, let's go hit one more dock, and then we are gonna hit the flat, and then hitting the ramp. Oh ho ho, that is money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 sheep's head or snook. Come on, fish, come on, come on. Oh my gosh, what is this? No. Dang. I think that was a jack. Took off the tail, bit it off. Had him on for a sec. Dang, that was a nice fish. Pooh. But let's throw back on this Z-Man jerk shad. Geez, crows, enough. And if there's another jack in there, he might crush this. And then we'll go hit that flat, and then we'll out of here. Oh, look at that fish right there. Got him. Giant jack. Oh, no, damn it. Oh, man. I tried to pull him back because he was going straight for that dock, and I put too much pressure on him. Broke the line. That was a big fish. That was probably the same thing that basically took the tail of the voodoo. Whew! I got the heart racing. All right, we are back at the launch. It is hot, hot, hot. And unfortunately, we put on another jerk shad and could not buy another bite off that seawall. There were a few other blow-ups, but then all the homeowners there like simultaneously released their dogs. They started barking and yipping and yelping and jumping in the water, one of them, and then like all the fish activity there like went away. But we did go to a few other seawalls, fished our way back, and nada. But all in all, decent day. Didn't get skunked. Got on a little bit of a bite. I think we made the right decision by just slowing down and fishing the Voodoo. If we kept on like power fishing like that whole area, I bet you we probably would have had like one other fish maybe, or I mean, or it could have turned on. I'm not really sure, but I think we did the best we could do with the conditions we had and the scenario we had. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to keep up to date, and stay tuned from here on out. I think right after I load up the kayak today, I'm heading back to Charleston. I wanted to stay in Florida a little bit longer, but I've got to go back and pick up my boat from Deckett, where the new turf is being done, and I'm excited to show that to you guys as soon as I get the boat back. So yeah, just stay tuned. Again, hit that subscribe button. And of course, there's a Harley going by. And like always, live to fish, fish to live.